Hi there everyone, welcome to my channel Aqualuna73. This is going to be another moon reading. Please bear in mind these are general readings and it's not going to resonate with everyone. These readings are timeless, so you can watch it at any time when you feel you need advice on something or you're unsure about something and you need guidance. Okay, to all the new subscribers, to everyone who watches my content and supports my channel, God bless you guys. Thank you for being here and supporting my channel. I appreciate you so much. Anyway, let's continue with the reading. We're going to do a 6-card spread. I'm going to draw an oracle card and then we're going to discuss here. You know, I make notes. Okay, I have my notebook here. You can see I have my notebook. I made notes on this reading. So I'm going to discuss here what came through, and partially I was thinking while I got your meditation, while I was doing this reading, I was thinking of an example because the energy that came through for you for this reading, okay, was someone is presented with something and it isn't this person doesn't consider this thing as ideal and they don't want to do it or they don't want to partake in the situation because they don't consider it as ideal. They don't like it. They don't like the situation. They don't like an experience. Okay, I don't know what this is, but this person doesn't consider this experience, this thing, whatever this is. It doesn't come across as something that this individual already had. It's not an experience that this person already had. It's an experience that this person still has to have. So basically, they're trying to talk themselves out of this. Okay, you may be trying to convince this person that the situation is ideal, or you could be on the receiving end where you are the one that's being convinced that the situation or dynamic is ideal. Okay, and someone is reluctant and they don't want to do this because they don't consider this dynamic as ideal, whatever this might be. So I was thinking, how can I put this in a example? What example can I use? And the only thing that I can think of, okay, the first one is clover, luck, gambling, opportunity, chance, hope, and small happiness. And I think this is apt, okay, for this reading. And I'm going to tell you now, okay. So like I said, something is less than ideal, but whatever this thing is, there's promise in this thing. There's promise in this. This is a 4-leaf clover. So there is the example that I could think of is when my son was in school, primary school. My son wasn't really somebody that was interested in physical sport. Okay. And he was never interested in like playing soccer or rugby, although a lot of people approached him because of his length and the type of body that he had to play rugby. Okay, but he wasn't interested in brute types of sports like boxing or rugby or soccer or stuff like that. So he always felt that he didn't fit in because of the fact that most of his friends partook in some type of sports and he wasn't one. But there were friends that didn't partake in sports either. That was his friends. But okay, and I just thought to myself, okay, what am I going to do? I can't even remember how I got this information. My son was probably 7 years old, 6, 7 years old, and I distinctly remember, I can remember my dad had a chessboard and my dad used to love to play chess, my dad and my brother, okay? And it didn't register at that moment, okay, why don't you let your son play chess? But then I read an article about cheese being introduced in a school somewhere and how it helped the kids, okay. And okay, so I decided, okay, and there was this chess club at the school, at the primary school, but there wasn't a lot of people that was interested in playing chess, okay. And he didn't develop his chess game until he went to high school, and he actually got a few medals for the chess. So basically what I'm implying is when I introduced him or tried to introduce him or tried to convince him to play chess, he was very reluctant. And he didn't even try it. Okay, he was probably 8 years old. I'd say to him, why don't you try this? I think you will like it. A lot of people say it basically develops your brain. It's a game for smart people. You will find it interesting. I think you will, seeing that you love playing video games, maybe you will find this interesting too. He didn't want to do it at first, but then he got into it. Oh my God, that child became obsessed with chess. Okay, and I was the one that introduced him because eventually he took it further. And he's not a grandmaster, but he loved the game, and he wanted to take it further. Okay, and chess basically changed a part of him. It gave him a lot of confidence. It basically boosted his brain power. It gave him a lot of confidence. It helped him to solve personal problems as well as problems in schoolwork, how to solve, because it's a strategy game, it helps you to solve problems and all those things. Okay, so it's a very good brainy game. So eventually he became obsessed with it, and it's like the situation that you're feeling, you feel that whatever this is less than ideal, but as soon as you go into this thing, whatever this is, you might start to enjoy it. So I have no idea what this is for you, okay? Let's see. You're probably very reluctant regarding this. A part of me says that there is someone that's being, you could be in a situation for some of you where a friend is maybe trying to convince you of doing something, okay? A person is trying to convince you of doing something. Maybe your friend is trying to convince you, come on, let's go for zip sliding. You will enjoy it, but you're afraid of heights. Okay? And then you actually do it and you really enjoy it and you want to do it more and more. I don't know. I went zip sliding, so I really enjoyed it. So, yeah, I don't know if it's this or what it is. So, okay. Your first card is the Ace of Coins. Let me just have a look at my notes here. You need to acknowledge what you cannot change about the situation. You basically in the process of manifesting something, or you maybe, I don't know what this is. Okay, I have no idea what this is, but this is a manifestation card, so it tells me that you somehow drew something to you, whatever this might be. It's an opportunity of some kind. It says the opportunity. Okay, whatever this opportunity is, it leaves you almost like you I don't know how to express this. It's like it leaves you, it's like you're in a panicking state. Basically, this is what I pick up. You're kind of panicking. Okay, like my son, he said, no, no, I'm not going to like this. And he didn't even try it yet. And it took a lot of convincing for him to actually go do it. And I had to go with him. So, the first time, the first few times, okay. So, I don't know exactly what this is for you. I have no idea what this is. What is this? So you basically manifested this thing. this opportunity could bring a lot of prosperity, okay, towards you. But there is some type of reluctance on your part about the situation. Your second card is the Osiris card. And it's the Emperor card. You need to take your power back here. I think whatever the situation is, this is the Emperor card. This could be, you could be finding yourself in a situation that you feel is overwhelming because the Emperor energy is a very bossy energy. Okay, it's a very maybe the universe wants you to step into your power here, take control of something here. This thing here, whatever this is, you maybe feel intimidated a little by the situation or this person. It could be a person that you feel intimidated by, someone that you need to work with. This person comes across as, with the Emperor energy, as a break. I wouldn't say this person is abrasive. Maybe this person has an intimidating energy, okay? And you haven't worked or spoken to this person. Maybe it's, say it's a dynamic where you want to apply for a job in one of the departments in a big business that you work for. And you know the immediate supervisor in this place or this specific department in your business is a man. Sorry, my nose is blocked. Okay. This person is the Osiris energy and you're going to work under this person. And you basically know this opportunity could bring you a lot of good things, prosperity, money, manifestations, job promotions, and all those things. But you're reluctant because you basically judging this individual from a distance because you're making assumptions on how you perceive this person, okay, or the situation. But it comes across as an individual with this Emperor card. So I don't know if you feel intimidated by this person or if this person is bossy. Maybe this person is just a firm person. Okay, this is what's popping up into my, oh my God, why is this popping up? Mr. Miyagi, okay, in Karate Kid is popping up. He's maybe a character like this, okay? Mr. Miyagi was a very gentle and kind and sweet man, but he was very firm also in how he taught Daniel-san. Daniel-san, he used to say Daniel-san. Daniel, he was very strict, okay? And basically, Daniel-san was, I don't know what his name was. I'm just saying what Mr. Miyagi told, not pronounced, how he addressed him. So he was sometimes like a teenager. Teenagers have moods. They have a will of their own. They don't want to be told what to do, okay? They really, if ever, want to follow some type of dynamic that you laid out as a parent because they're basically developing their own personality, okay? So you as a parent, you don't want to interfere with that because this person is developing their own character. You don't want to push your own agenda on them. But this Mr. Miyagi character is like someone that brings in discipline. Okay. This individual brings in discipline. This is what I pick up. I don't know if this is a dynamic where you maybe feel you're already a disciplined individual. By the fact that you could have drawn a situation to you like the Ace of Coins, which tells me that you are already in a position where you're hardworking, where you put your money where your mouth is, you're ambitious and all those good things, okay? that come with being a career woman or a career man or whatever. So you basically know how to navigate yourself, you know how to handle yourself. You're not, and you don't have an issue here. What you maybe have here is a situation where you basically don't want to be overpowered, okay, by this individual, in the sense that maybe you are, I don't know how this individual is going to be like, and you also don't know this. And this is what's making you reluctant to apply for this job or enter this dynamic, whatever this might be for you. Okay, so the Six of Swords is your third card. You need to, yeah, with this card, you need to step into your power. You need to be in the same energy as this individual for whatever this is. It's like whoever this person is that you're dealing with, or the situation, you need to step up into this Emperor energy where you're on the same level. Confidence, basically. You need to be confident, okay, regarding this situation. It makes me think of a movie scene that I saw. Uh, Scarlett Johansson. She basically has this scene. I don't know which movie it was, but she works for a motor vehicle company, and she's pregnant, and it plays off in the 70s, 60s, 70s. So she enters this boardroom with these mostly male individuals, and they tell her, ma'am, you've got the wrong room. The ladies' room is to that side, and they were basically sexist and discriminating against her because they didn't know that a woman was going to come and address them. Okay. And they look at her, and she says, no, I'm in the correct room, and she starts talking about cars and stuff like that. And they look at her, and they basically she basically takes control of this whole boardroom and shows them how much she actually knows. Okay. And she's pregnant, she's going to have a baby, but she's able to convince them that she's the ideal person for a specific job because of her knowledge that she has. So it also makes me think of a scene of what is that scene? I don't know what movie. Joe Pesci and this woman, she used to play in another movie with Christian Slater. I can't remember what her name is, but she's an Italian woman. She's in this movie. Joe Pesci basically interrogates her in a courtroom, and they basically want to know. She is like a witness, and basically it's about a car on a crime scene, and now she has to convince the jury that the car that they think that was on the crime scene is not the same car of this person that's accused. So he basically asks her about the tire and skid marks, what type of model, what type of wheels, and she knows everything, and like she can detail everything in like so much she basically knows everything about cars, both of these women. So I don't know if you're going to work in a car company or whatever this is, you need to be in this energy. You're just being intimidated because of this environment that you're going to step into, okay? And these people also, these are the type of men that you're going to deal with. If this is like a male-dominated arena that you're going to enter. And you need to show them you mean business. Okay, your third card is the Six of Swords. You should use this challenge. This is the challenge that you have with the Six of Swords. You should use this to your advantage. Basically, this challenge that you have with the Six of Swords, you need to show them a better way. Okay, like these men in this movie that I spoke about, Scarlett Johansson, they looked at her like she was some type of alien. Where the hell do you come from? You are a woman. You don't know anything about this, that, and the third. But she proves them wrong. And she steers them in a total new direction in their perception about things. Okay. And how they, I don't know, need to see things. Okay. So you need to step into your power here with this Osiris card. Stand your ground. Show what you're made of. Use this challenge to your advantage. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm sorry, my nose is so blocked. I think partially with the Six of Swords, it's almost like you find yourself, say for instance, this is a dynamic of a work thing, okay, which I strongly pick up here. This is a work dynamic thing. This basically is telling you to, it's almost like you have regrets or you're not happy where you are. And there's a change that you need to make. You have regrets surrounding the circumstances that you are currently in. So basically you're going to change, or you need to change this. Okay. And the only way you can change this is if you use this opportunity. There's this opportunity. Although there's reluctance, I think you are going to go towards this opportunity. There, you got the wheel, so I definitely think the wheel is the last card. No, it's not the last card. Sorry, guys. The world is the last card. The wheel is associated with the planet Jupiter. It speaks of expansion. So there's definitely some type of expansion that's going to occur. Change, okay? You need to give something up here for this change to happen. There's something that you need to give up for this change to happen. And we're going to see here now what do they need to change to. I'm going to take this. There's something that needs to change. I think it's in your perspective. Something needs to change in your perspective. Okay. In order for you to step into this expansion, what needs to change? You need to be optimistic. Okay. It's almost like you need to be abrasive with your optimism regarding the situation. Don't stand back, basically. Meet them in the energy that they're in. Okay, this is what I pick up with this card. If they're in a certain energy, you meet them on their level where they are. I'm not saying if they fight, you need to fight. This is not what I'm talking about, okay? Basically, like I said with the examples that I made about the woman and the confidence. So there's a confidence that needs to be here. You need to step into your confidence, okay? Be optimistic regarding this thing, because it says your optimism. Okay. Maybe you're pessimistic and this is what it needs to change. Like I said in the beginning, this is what I pick up, yes. You're reluctant, you're telling yourself even before you started, no, it's not going to work. This is your attitude that needs to change, your perception about this thing. Number 5 card is the wise woman. Wise woman. Okay. You need to apply wisdom in the situation and make the most of what this is. Okay. This is what is the advice also from the universe. You need to be applying wisdom in the situation. And you have to be realistic about, I'm sure when you say, for instance, this is a job dynamic and you want to move to another department in your, but it's a better salary, a higher position. So when you initially started at the company, which tells me you started at a lower level of employment, okay, and you basically worked yourself up to where you are probably now, and now you're going further. So you also had certain types of feelings in the beginning when you started there initially, okay, reluctant feelings, feelings that made you say, okay, I shouldn't do this, I shouldn't do that, or fears or stuff, okay. Just remember how you overcame that and apply that, okay, because I feel like there is some type of experience that you had in your past that could be similar to this, and you need to go back, yeah, with this wise woman in retrospect and just see how you handled the situation, because you wouldn't be where you are if you didn't handle it in a good way or in a mature way, okay. I'm going to draw our last card for advice. What last advice do you have, my collector, for this moon reading, please and thank you. I think you already know the answer to what this is. You know exactly what you need to do. It's just maybe your brain is telling you, you know, you need to do this. Your brain is moving towards, but your body is reluctant. Okay. Your last, this is the advice of the universe, the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is raw power. You need to step into your power here. You need to gain breakthroughs in your mental clarity about the situation. You're basically placing yourself in this own confusing state here. Placing yourself in an own confusing state. And the reason why you're doing it is because you're overthinking this thing. Okay. I think you're overthinking this thing. So I'm going to draw a last card here from this Muse deck. What last advice? You're overthinking this. This is the last advice. You're overthinking this. You're basically creating these types of scenarios on your head. This is going to happen, that. If this happens, this is going to happen. Or this person is going to act. Okay, you're basically conjuring things, okay, which hasn't even started yet. So you need to be positive regarding the situation. You know this is what you want. Deep down in the back of your mind, you know this is actually something that I want, but maybe you're a little bit scared too, okay? And this is also where the reluctance comes in. So what last messages and advice do you have, my collective, for this moon reading, please and thank you. Okay. Oops. There's a card that just flipped. Okay, just hold on. I want to pick it up quickly. Okay. Perfect moments. It says perfect moments. Well, I think this is your confirmation. Perfect moments. This is a perfect moment. You just need to grab it, okay? You're just being a bit reluctant because you're convincing yourself and creating all types of scenarios in your head. Anyway, please take care, guys. I hope it was helpful. Please like, share, and subscribe. And please take care. Bye.